we are here with Mr. Gerardo Jimenez. He is a painter and printmaker. Hello, Mr. Gerardo.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you? It seems that you have very interesting pieces here. What are these?
My exhibit here has 4 parts. The first part is our group. I'm part of a group that paints on location or in plein air. We call ourselves the Outdoor Archivists.
What do you mean by plein air? Many people would not be aware of what is plein air.
It's a French term which means in open air or on location. We paint right there in the scene where we want, which is our subject, and that is a practice that was done by people like Claude Monet and those things.
Yes, the old masters.
Yes, but because of heat, and especially in Manila, the heat, not that many people are doing it, although there is a community that practices this. And we do this mainly because first, as artists, we feel we grow even more and in a more accelerated rate if we paint on location, because you're more immersed with your subject. You can see the natural lighting, and you're open to the things that suddenly, unexpectedly come up and which can be part of your painting.
So you mean if you are there in sunset, you have to finish your artwork within when the sun sets within that time?
In fact, among people who paint in plein air, we try to avoid sometimes the sunset because the change in the lighting is so fast, you know.
Yes.
But that's the idea. If you're there with the natural lighting, you will capture the subject better, and also even the mood of the place. And I believe because you're so in a hurry to do it, you don't have that much time. You don't overthink it. So even your own mood, your own inner, I'd say even unconscious, would come out in your work.
Okay.
And because of those conditions, I think the work that is produced has a very different quality, a certain kind of energy, because we're there. Because the artist is part of the subject.
Are you always an art venturer? I mean, do you venture in art when you were younger?
Yes. I've been doing this. I usually tell people I've been painting for 55 years,
Wow,
with
that's
40
quite
years
long.
of breaks. So
Right.
I've been doing it, but I've also stopped.
So this wasn't your profession. I've heard you are in the finance, or are you in the bank?
I was a national athlete for fencing.
Oh,
I was an insurance agent. I was a farmer.
very diverse.
And then when I went
experiences.
back to painting, I said, I think this is it for this part of my life, and I won't stop anymore.
That's good.
And if you say adventure, I think if you paint, if you're involved in art, no day is the same as the other day.
Yeah.
Your painting is not it's always something new. So I think
So what
that's,
inspires you in your art, in your printmaking?
well, here in this exhibit, I have the Outdoor Archivists, and then I'm exhibiting my drawings for the first time. And I'm also exhibiting my paintings, which I've been exhibiting for quite some time. I'm exhibiting also the printmaking for the first time.
Okay.
And for printmaking, really, for me, it's indescribable to describe how a printmaker feels when you see the result of your work, because the actual creation of a print is something we don't see. It's invisible. The transfer of ink from your plate to your paper or to your fabric is something that is invisible. So that kind of element of surprise and suspense is something that's so exciting for a printmaker. These are the works of the Outdoor Archivists. My companions in this group are Erwin Malyari and Happy Navarro. We also have another friend, Lito Balaran, who unfortunately didn't join us for this exhibit. As you can see in the work, there's a certain kind of you can feel the atmosphere. The lighting is so fresh, and for me,
I can feel the traffic in EDSA.
Yeah,
In EDSA, the energy and the disappointment when you're stuck in traffic, it really makes me feel like I want to escape into a nicer
That's
scenery.
true. And you can see it in the lights, but also you can see the movement in the paint because everything's moving. The people are moving, and how do you capture that, no? And Happy Navarro is such a master in that. And Erwin is, Erwin is so well known as a plein air painter. He is the one who has really popularized this practice among watercolorists. He usually bikes to his scene and then he paints there. Yes, this is something I did in Casa San Pablo, in San Pablo, Laguna, 5 years ago. This is a lake in Laguna, Lake Yambo. And these are just examples, ano? This is, for Erwin, this is from his hometown now in Bulacan. So this is very near where he lives. This is one reason why we do this, so that we will remember how our hometown, our country looked at some point in time, because things change really fast. And this is what the Outdoor Archivists strive to do. Record in art how our place, our country looked like at different points in time. Okay, this panel shows the drawings which I'm exhibiting for the first time. I drew from my memories here. Like, for example, this is San Agustin in Intramuros. This was when I was 10 years old, a long time ago. And because of that, I became a lifetime gardener and once a farmer. So I included ornamental plants also among the drawings. For the paintings, I chose to feature my regular subject in my exhibits, interiors of restaurants, table settings, and flowers.
It's very nice, sir. Very nice.
Thank you. And the third kind of art form that and medium that I'm exhibiting for the first time are prints or fine prints. I'm also a printmaker, or I aspire to be, and these are different kinds of prints. This is a woodcut.
It has a different character with the watercolor in itself, right?
That's right. The magic of printmaking is your image that you design is transferred to the final, let's say, paper or fabric. And that act of transferring, I think, transforms the image into something that I cannot replicate with a brush or with a pencil or a pen. And that's the magic of printmaking. You don't see when your actual work is
what
done.
the effect will be.
Yeah. And so, for example, these ones, I cannot even repeat them myself. These are called monotypes. And once you do this, that's it. So that's why in monotypes you only have one of one. In the other kinds of, some of the other kinds of printmaking, like woodcut or lino cut, you can have several copies under a certain edition. So it allows us
What's
to make...
What's the maximum number of prints?
It depends on the artist.
Okay.
Me, I usually think of 20, but it really depends. It also depends on the durability of the material, because if you use it for too many times, then it will start to break down. But this is so exciting for me. I always talk about it because it's a way for me to combine my drawing experience, my painting, and then it's just something that looks so different from my other work.
How has art impacted your life?
It will take me a day to answer that, but I think to try to summarize it, I think art makes you get to know yourself. I think art is a way to heal yourself. Art is a way to think of why we are here, what our purpose is. Art is a way to take out your stress. I think art is a way to serve others. If I make something that somehow resonates with one person, like in this exhibit, I look at the people looking at the art. When I see them smile or have this, parang made na yung word, di ba? You're
especially
made.
When somebody patronizes your work and buys it.
When someone buys it, even more, because it allows me to continue painting, di ba? So I think art has made a big difference in my life in so many ways, you know? And that's why I'd say I'll never stop again. I'll continue to do this for the rest of my life.
Okay, thank you so much. It's a very nice experience to share art with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.